Okay, let's see here. Let's get this down close here. That's hard. First, ruined my whole shot just for this. What are you doing? What's that? That's your stick. Drink your coffee. Don't waste my coffee. Ugh, it's expensive. Good morning, guys. It's time to sharpen this chain. Been throwing dust all over the place. Can you see very well? This thing's getting old. Stop falling out of the damn bar. You know what? They're gonna be that fucking sharp. Not that dull. Oh, he's so annoying. I need it like this. In case you guys are wondering, that noise it was making, this thing's like almost 2 years old, and it's the longest it's lasted me. If you use these every day, they last about a year, which is really good for 40 to 60 bucks. They were more expensive before COVID. Now they're cheaper for some reason. They also make a Gramberg one that's an offset. It's like $100. It lasts about the same, so I got these. Are cheaper. If you hand file and you'd have never used a speed file, I went from a single round file to this. Game changer. There's a 12-volt battery over there it's plugged into. I'm not sponsored by this at all or anything yet, although Steel does Steel sponsor people sometimes. Definitely recommend getting one of these if you haven't tried it yet. A 3-pack of stones, they have all the sizes, is like $8, and I can sharpen 2 to 3 chains, maybe even 4 if you're really good at keeping this square straight. I've given it a little indent there, and it's like $13 to $20 per sharpen at the store. So for $44 plus the 8, you're at $52. You know, that's 3 chain sharpens. You're gonna get. I've had this for a year, and I spend like 20 bucks a month on stones and sharpen quickly every day. And the cool thing is you can hook up you throw it up, pop your hood, clip it to your battery and sharpen your chain right on your truck. It's at the right height, super fast. It does throw sparks though, so you gotta make sure you're not gonna catch up on fire. I mean, I do it on my firewood machine here. I've never had any problems. The sparks aren't that big or hot. Let's go. Dog. Good. Limping? My dog chases the goat so fucking hard, he hurts his leg almost every day. Hi, Ashley. Uh-oh. It's really right there. Good enough. Good enough for government work. Trying to switch you guys over. Temper? No, not exactly. I mean, maybe on that one, yeah. Got a little hot. This side's gonna be way easier. The coughs this morning. I feel like I'm catching a cold. I usually get sick March and September, so going into spring and going into winter or fall. God, that song's so good. Okay. Oh, I didn't even look. Are we done? Coffee kicked in. Just want to rock out, make wood. You don't want to leave one dull tooth. That's always like annoying as shit. It'll stick. Look at all that. Okay. Sorry, that's probably loud as fuck. Should I be lazy and put the battery in the ground? Or it's me in the sun? Damn it. Let's go start the chainsaw quick. She's out of gas. Pretty sure my chain was loose too. It's gonna be when it gets hot. These are probably so tight. I hate scrunches, bro. I got my own wrench over there somewhere. Terrible.
People are like, he's so gay. Look at his gloves. He wears bitch mittens, pussy hand tampons, hand diapers.
I find that shit hilarious. I don't wear gloves. I'm a man. I'm such a man. I don't wear gloves. I don't wear skin. I'm Adam of light. Shut the fuck up, bro. No one cares. No one gives a fuck about gloves or not. Shut up and watch the show. All right, how to properly drop start a chainsaw. Let's go. Rock out. People are saying to throw the chainsaw. Look, I'm right-handed, so I run a chainsaw left hand on top. So I'm gonna naturally go like this. I'm not gonna go like this. I'm not gonna switch hands because I'm not very ambidextrous. So I leave this saw at like a 45-degree angle. One pull or two with no choke at all in the off position. Now I'm on full choke. That's a good song playing. Let it run. Once the bar stops or the chain stops spinning on high idle, kick it, flip it over, lube it up. Coffee for the bull. Holy shit. That is kicking in. Okay. Machine needs bar oil. See the bar oil indicator here? Dirty as fuck. Shit. You gotta hate it. I gotta clean up this fucking mess. I'm so behind. This customer's probably gonna say something. I gotta start the tractor. Fucking love my new tires. New shock, new tires, new bushings. This truck needs some fixings. This bad boy needs some suspension work, new front tires. Just put 4 new on the rear. Jeep's getting new transmission, new clutch, all that goodness. And can you get nothing? You hush up. What's that doing in here? Is that a husky? Oh shit. Somebody put a husky lawnmower in my garage. Cadillac had a rat's nest in it, and she needs new tags, so she's not insured, not drivable. Look at that rat's nest. Look what they did to the hood. I totally forgot, left it down for months. Ate the whole liner. Ate a bunch of shit back there. Probably peed on everything. The window war continues after the firewood season. What do you want? Not my dog. Go away. All right, we should probably go get more bar. No, that guy was plenty. Okay, we're set. Chainsaw warming up. Machine warming up. Let's go over here. Chop some wood. Good thing I saw that. I gotta take this. And just put you guys in here. Let's go. Woo! Oh shit. That's not working. There we go. Barrel mode. Fucking die or live. Hurry, tell me. Ah. All right, you're set.
that little thing? That was a lose. I lost. I'll give up. I quit. L Tucker, man. Oh my god, that's a mess. Fuck you all. I think I can fix that one. Get in there. Exit up, baby. Exit. Shut up, I meant to do that. It's design. It's called fuck you. Hell yeah. Beautiful. X-Men, unite! Look up on this fucked up pile. Ah! Get on there. That bastard. Fuck you. Get off. Hate that little shit. Back up. Whoa! Copy point. Think we can 180 that thing? Sorry. Up. Oh, he gets it. Extra point is good. Oh, look at this balance thing I got going on. Yeah. Get in there. Keep going. Go. Go. What are you doing? Hey, God, dang it. Alrighty. Got one more load and we're making firewood. Looking good. Those are great logs right there. Oh, gosh, I'm in the machine. Just leave you guys there. You don't get to watch. What up, what up, what up? Thanks for joining in, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for the likes, the love, and the support. Money. Yeah, right. Mr. Handstand Man. That's funny. I'm sure that you live in a house made of wood and you rely on the internet and your phone and vehicles and all that stuff. It's okay, bro. We get it. There's always someone like you in the chat. The more important question is, what are you doing about it? You started the nonprofit? Have you started the business? Have you started the movement? Or are you just a keyboard warrior? By the way, I should probably mention that I make $20,000 a year doing this. My life only costs $12,000 a year, so I don't know what money you're talking about, but I sell about $100,000 of firewood a year. Profit margins are very slim. My life is very cheap on this land, and I take home about maybe $2,000 a month on good months, and then 3 months a year I don't make hardly any money. So go do your handstands, man. And if you need some firewood, I got you. And if you've ever burned firewood, you're a hypocrite while you're doing handstands. Don't forget your coffee. Oh, okay, what was I gonna do? Hey, something kind of cool. The scrunch with the flathead on it, the original scrunch from steel, fits my 1/2 inch gotta put it down. Bar nuts on my saw. So I could use this scrunch to tighten my chain on my machine, just like a chainsaw. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it sure was helpful. That's probably good. An application with a scrunch was helpful. Thank you, scrunch. processor was 30 grand, which is really, really high for a machine. I would recommend going on eBay. There's one on eBay for like 16 grand, I believe. It's about 2 to 3 grand to have it shipped to you, freight. Usually, I mean, mine came from Wisconsin to Oregon, but I picked this brand because it's sold by Multitech. This is badass. This is Wood Beaver forestry equipment. You can't see right here, but it says Wood Beaver. This is the BAB 15 or the BAB 16. So I paid 32 grand 2020. No, 2022. Man, I can't remember. 2022. And yeah, I've had it 3 years now. And going with a more reputable company wasn't worth double the money, but there's also a lot of Cadillac options on this one, like a adjustable splitter wedge up and down. That's a must. Get the longest conveyor belt you can get. Adjustable splitter head. And, you know, I wish I would have just got the $80,000 version that doesn't take bar oil because it makes a giant mess. And I think you can get like about a $40,000 to $30,000. You can find one with a rotary saw with the blade. I mean, with like a skill saw blade. Definitely try to do that if you can. You don't need bar oil. You don't go through chains. Get one that has a magnet or a not an X-ray, but I think either a magnet or a laser that detects metal. That'll save you a lot of chain. And like, I would avoid getting a diesel engine unless you get a rotary saw. You know, it sounds crazy to get a $40,000 machine, but if you delete bar oil, you can save $4 to $20 a day. More for some people, $4 a gallon. You know, I could burn a gallon in a day. A gallon does about 4 cords probably because it's always dripping out, leaking, and spraying everywhere. Yeah, tractor was 22 grand brand new with forks. So that was 50K. Dump truck was eight grand. Just got that 2 months ago. Been hand unloading for 5 years. And hand loading for 5 years. I've only had this machine for 3. Now I'm fully automated for about 60 grand. I only do 100 grand in sales a year right now, and I'm growing to probably 200 grand, you know, and then in 2026, I could do probably $250,000 in sales. But profit margins are very low for manufacturing since I'm buying logs and having them brought to me. But this machine can do about 1,000 cords a year, and I'm selling wood for $375 a cord, so that's $375,000 a year at probably 9 to 18% margins. I know people are like, "Oh my God, I would never run a business with margins like that." Well, manufacturing is a lot different than a lot of other businesses. That's why SaaS and software are so big right now, because you have 80% gross margins and then 40 to 60% net, depending on how many people use your software. But my wood just comes from a supplier about an hour away. I'm in Oregon, so it comes from Central Oregon area, about 100-mile radius, lodgepole pine. We don't have a very diverse forest here, but yeah, it's worth it. If you can do minimum 300 cords a year, I would say like that's a fair ratio. If you're going to do 100 cords a year, spend 10 grand on a machine. 200 cords a year, spend 20 grand. 300 cords a year, 30 grand. Now, this machine, minimum a cord a day is nothing. I can do a cord in half an hour to an hour sometimes. So if you know you're going to do 1 cord a day with a $30,000 machine, then just get a $10,000 machine. You could probably do 300 cords a year on a $10,000 machine. You're going to wear it out. Everything's going to wear out. You're going to bend metal, break shit. Hoses are going to wear out. You need to double wrap all your hoses. Go and gusset all your hoses. Check everything. Conveyor belts are going to wear out. You got to save a $400 to $500 a month for. I replaced one 1-inch high pressure hose was $400 for like 4 feet with fittings. This has a Honda V-twin 630, super good motor. Only get a Honda or a diesel. Kohler or whatever diesel. I think there's a Cat diesel on one of them. You spend 80 grand on a 24-inch radial saw because of the 3-cylinder diesel motor they put on those things, which is ridiculous. But so yeah, for me this does really good. The only thing I regret is not getting a 16-foot conveyor. I think a separate conveyor so I can load bigger trucks because it doesn't go very high. But
Yeah, I was doing two. I started with a log splitter, got another one. Then I used to cut big 40 to 50 inch Doug fir. I would cut all day with my 462 28-inch bar, and I'd roll the guys' logs, and we would do about 4 to 5 cords a day, the three of us, and I would go deliver while they'd make wood at home. And all of our shoulders wore out, and I was doing four to 10 grand a month. My grandpa called me and said, "Hey, your dad said your firewood business is growing. Do you want some money to get a machine?" I said, "Sure." So I sent him a picture of this machine, how much it cost. He sent me 32 grand. I've been paying him off ever since. Then he sent me a tractor, and I slowly got money for the truck. And so it's really grandpa money, not daddy's money. My dad's not an entrepreneur. My dad was Navy, college, businessman, retirement. But my grandpa's a wild fucking son of a bitch, drinking cranberry vodka, still working at 91 years old. About to pass away, bless his heart. But so I'm paying my grandpa off for this equipment and just growing a small business. Fucking, it's like war. I mean, it looks easy, but that's because looks can be deceiving. All right, here we go.
Oh, this is a beautiful log right here. Perfect size. Hell yeah. That's funny, John. It's super dry. Old. 3-year-old logs. 1 to 3-year-old logs. I can save it. Hey, get on there. Drop it off one more time. Oops, there. It's hard to do this while I'm filming. There we go. Fuck out of my way. Put you guys over here. It's a good angle. Womp womp. My hair got crazy today. Well, that pine from here, all the way in Brazil. Okay. So there. Okay, here we go. Bad machinist.
Beautiful.
Such a good song. Go the montage. I wish I knew the lyrics better. I want to go fast as possible now. Wherever she walks, she'll bang. You might fall and find the love of your life. Tell me. Fucking love this song, bro. Gotta throw in a weird one every once in a while. Wherever she walks, she'll beg. You might fall and find the love of your life. Come on now. How did that fall out? Crazy. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. Antonio Hurtado. Don't hurt me. Badger. This song's hard to sing.
Do you feel like going on when you push her around? Feel better now. Falls to the ground.
Tell me some of the lyrics.
I see the way. Do you feel like going on when you push her around? Feel better now as she falls to the ground. So you, my friend, this day this will come to end. She said, do you feel better now? Fall to the ground. Today this world's got to end. Bad. Don't ever fuck with hydraulics. One day this world's got to end. She said, what's wrong with you? Sticky branch. Oh, this is a good song. Hey, that's all I know. Whoa! It's jumpy for some reason right now. Is it me or the machine? Run along. I need a beer. It's 10 a.m. It's time for a beer. Oh boy. Reach for the sky. I said my goodbyes. My heart's always with you. Won't question why so many times my friends have made it through. Yeah. Get out of there. Don't matter whether. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so stuck. I reach for the sky. I don't question why.
That's not the right line. up. I don't like giving customers. It makes me nervous.
I spread my gift as my heart's always with you now. Won't question why so many a times my lady.
Whoa, what am I doing? Wrong button.
When I'm coming home.
Okay. 180 the truck. Oh shit. I forgot it was on.
It's been running this whole time. Oh, that diesel. Mr. Handstand Adam's gonna have a fit. You wasted all that diesel.
Shut the fuck up. That's kind of rude to say that, but it's true.
The truth can hurt. Needs to be told. And sold. Alright, let's move this damn truck a 180. How's it looking up there? I can't see shit. It's sunny as fuck. Hey yo! Ugh! I'm gonna run my foot over.
Come, let's go.
Thanks for the likes, guys.
Fuck off there.
No! Like this!
Sawdust pile's gotten ridiculous. I'm so lazy, bro.